And I'm going to start real slow. I'm going to try to fold that end over just a little bit. That kind of helps it grab. Now here's the fun part. As I roll up, I'm going to move this a little bit to give you a little better angle on the rolling. As I roll up the leaf, I don't just push it up there, because if I don't have any tension, I'm going to get a very wrinkly wrapper. That won't look very good. It'll still smoke, it's just not going to look very good. So what I'm doing with this hand is simultaneously pulling and stretching the leaf, trying to make it smooth. If I just hold it like this, you can see there's a lot of veins and bumpiness. The more taut I can make it, the more those are going to disappear. Again, though, I have to be careful not to tear it. So I'm going to be real slow with this. And notice I'm rolling it back and forth. That kind of smooths it out a little bit also. Smooths the body of the cigar, smooths the leaf itself. And I'm just doing small sections, keeping an eye on it. If I see part of it that I've already rolled and I don't like it, I just unroll it and try it again. Going up the body of the leaf. Okay, now at this point, I've gotten the whole body of the cigar to the edge of the wrapper. I'm not done, but what I'm going to do is again just put a little bit of glue roughly parallel with the end of the cigar across the leaf. You know, being very careful, because this little dabbing and touching can tear the leaf. It's really easy to do that. So I've got a little bit of glue on there. Stretch the leaf back out a little bit and finish rolling that up there. Again, this is not done, not completed. But you can see now, there's the cigar. You do see that little line right there. That was the one I showed you before we started rolling. Okay. Like I said, they wouldn't accept it at the factories. It's not going to affect the way it smokes, and for what we're doing, it's probably fine. Okay. Now here's where my technique, or rather my lack thereof, becomes an issue for me sometimes in terms of the overall appearance. Closing off the cigar is the thing that's been most difficult for me to do a good job with, partially because I don't work that hard at making it really, really good. Partially because I haven't found videos online that really clearly and slowly show you exactly how they make their small cuts to make their folds. So what I do primarily, unless I'm trying and practicing to get things well, is I just take at the end of the cigar, I'm going to kind of clamp it off here. I'm just going to twist it a little bit. Just kind of close it off for right now. We're going to do more, but for right now. And then I'll take my Chiveta, and again I'm going to roll the cigar a little bit. That's going to smooth it up a little more. Take away a few more of the veins and lines. I'm not pushing real hard. Putting some pressure on it can help smooth it up a little bit more. That crease is still there. Darn. Alright, now, so I've closed this section off. I'm going to cut that tail off and get rid of it. I'm going to put just another touch of glue on top here to help the leaf hold together on itself. Now technically, if you wanted to, this cigar could be finished. You could put it in your humidor and you could smoke it in a few days once the glue dries up and some of the leaf loses its moisture as well. I'll set that there for now. Here's the way I do my cap at the end of the cigar. And again, this is not the way they do it, but this is a method that works for me. This is the other part of the leaf that we didn't use. And I saved and I cut purposely kind of a longish end here because I'm going to make a flag for the end of my cigar. Again, I'm going to put the bottom side of the leaf facing up because that's what's going to go onto the cigar body, so I'll have the more attractive outer side of the leaf showing. Quickly, I'm going to make a straight cut here. Cutting off, I cut off a little vein. I really need these large veins to be totally out of the picture for this portion of it, this vein right here on the edge. And then I'm going to make an angled cut. Excuse me. So I have about a 3-inch piece, kind of rectangular, but with an angle. And I'm going to put it bottom side facing up, and I'm going to run a thin line of glue all along that piece. Then I'm going to take the mouth end of my cigar, the one where I twisted the cap there at the end, and I'm going to place it here on the edge. And I'm going to roll this cigar along this strip here so that it makes a straight line across the top of the cigar. Folding it on there. Again, I'm stretching the leaf a little bit with my left hand. And this is the start of my cap. If you can see, yeah, very straight across the top there. That's what I want to get. That's going to be the start of my cap. Need a little spot of glue to hold that down. I'm putting glue all over the edge here to make it a little moisture, because that's going to help it fold better over the edges. And what I'm also doing is putting more glue on the part that sticks up. So I'm going to twist and fold this down. This is going to help give me the somewhat rounded cap that they get. Again, this is not how they do it. It's how I do it because I can. I mean, it works. And we cut it off anyway. My understanding that is if you go to Cuba and you cut the ends off their cigar in their presence of the rollers, they kind of chuckle at you, say, "You silly, you know, I put all that effort into making it look very nice and you just snipped it off." Sorry. We're here to smoke it, and that's what we're going to do. So now I've kind of rolled that, and you can see it's not real smooth, but there's a little bit of a shape to the top now, just a little bit. If you really want a big rounded shape, you can make a bigger top and fold more in. Now what I'm going to do is put the final cap on that piece. Again, I got the same piece. I've got the bottom of the leaf facing up. I take my cigar capper, that's the right size for the cigar. This capper is just a little bit bigger than the diameter of the cigar. If I make it too big, I have too much leaf to fold over, and it tends to get bent or bumpy. So I want to eliminate that, minimize it as much as possible. I found a piece sticking up here, so I'm going to fix this. That'll do. Again, take my capping tool. The shape of your capping tool, like I said, these are just pieces of brass pipe. And we're going to use the sharp outer edge to cut the cap out of the leaf. So I'll take it, and I'll press firmly into the leaf and roll it around. And I'm going to take my cigar, put it right in the center of that rounded cap. And I'm just going to pull the leaf up around it. See, there's this is going to be thrown away. You see the hole that I've made for my cap? There's the cap on the cigar. I'm going to smooth it down. I grab it around like this. I try to smooth it more than one spot at a time. It's kind of dry because the leaf has been sitting out. So again, I'm going to put a little dab of glue on here. The moisture makes the leaf more flexible. It will also help it stay on the cigar. The glue will help it stay on the cigar. So this is going to look kind of wet and shiny here as I'm finishing it up. But it's just you know, it's the water and the pectin. It's not going to, your cigar is not going to continue to have this shine. I'm smoothing it some more, smoothing it down the sides. And when I'm smoothing down the sides, I'm putting more moisture on. So my cigar is going to look a little darker at the top than the rest of the body. But as it dries up, that's going to go away. You're not going to see that. Again, just getting smooth here. There we go. Not store factory bought quality necessarily, but it looks decent. Now, what I would usually do is typically at this point just I would place it with the other cigars that I put wrappers on and rolled in a small humidor to let them dry up a bit before I put them in with the rest of the gang. And I would cut this little piece off here. So again, I would take my tuck cutter and place my cigar in the channel that rests here. Let's see here. I want to make a 5-inch cigar, so I put my stopper at the 5 mark. I guess it seems to be fussy today. There we go. Cigar there. And push my lever. And there I have my wrapped rolled cigar. And it's nice and clean. Again, you're going to cut this cap off. So if it doesn't look perfect, it doesn't matter. It's going to be in your mouth. You're only going to see about this much of the cigar ever anyway when you're actually smoking, or someone else will see it. Okay, I hope you've had a good time watching me do this. I hope you've learned some things. And again, if this is something you do for real and it's your profession, and I've disgusted you with the technique that I did, I apologize. But that's why you're paid to do it, and we just do it for fun. Have a great day. Smoke 'em if you got 'em.